That go your doctor right there. He ready. Got the robe on and everything. He said, let's get it on. You don't even gotta get out the car. I don't even think Valentine's here yet. You don't gotta get out the kids on. What's up, Phil?
Okay. What's your pain right now? Okay. How do I say your first name? Krissy. Yeah. Good. All right, let me fix this
She
up.
said she wasn't comfortable about going home today.
The long way. Oh, never mind.
You can sit down now.
Yeah, that's fine. Just long as you get up every hour.
Okay.
Bed.
She said, what's up first? This one?
Day 3.
Hold that one straight.
Day
Left
3 of a blessing. Don't forget to kick the foot out.
Yeah, the left one needs to kick that one.
Day
That
3
thing.
of a blessing.
Oh.
Day
Yeah, there you
3
Oh.
of a blessing from the Lord.
There you go. Slowly.
Oh.
Slowly. There you go.
Ouch.
Got it.
I'm tired. How could you sleep in this? How long do I have to stay in here?
Yeah.
I know, she's out running you. We did stairs.
Oh, wow.
She knocked it out of the park.
Oh.
Oh, girl. Yeah, we did like 8 stairs probably. They'll get her. I would call the nurse if you need to get her up, and they can probably bring something. So on the wall. Thank you guys.
Nothing. I said orange. What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how God healed me through surgery or with surgery. So it is September 13th and I've been wanting to do this video so I can share to others that are thinking about getting this surgery. I added some clips in the beginning of the video of me in the hospital. Pretty much I went through the process of getting this surgery, and I'm going to start off on why I got the surgery. So I got a total left hip replacement, and I got it on June 29th. And the reason behind it is because my hip collapsed. I was in the collapse stage, and there are stages to your hip and when it's done for, pretty much. When it's in the collapse stage, it's like no going back to the normal bone. It's called avascular necrosis, and the way I would describe it is it's pretty much loss, blood flow loss in the bone. So lack of blood flow within the area of the hip, so it made my hip collapse. A total left hip replacement is pretty much them removing the collapsed hip, pretty much removing the ball that moves, and the socket part is like a piece, a bone in the socket that they remove and put a metal piece to replace it. Okay, so the surgery took place June 29th. I woke up around 5:15 a.m. to get ready for the surgery, which probably took place around 7 something in the morning. But before I got surgery and all of that, was I ready for it mentally? I would say I prepared myself. I literally did the best I can to just stay in the Word of God and pretty much put God first through it all, because it was really hard. It was emotional. I was just like, wow, at my age, at a young age, I have to go through this. But like, I don't want to think of it as something that as like, oh, like a bad thing, because it really helped me when I got this surgery. So I honestly say that it was just a healing from God, and I just been putting him first through it all. So I've just been resting and preparing my mind, because I was, it's emotional. You have negative thoughts going through your head, and you just have questions that runs and runs and runs over and over again. And that was in the back of my mind. I tried to distract myself and be on social media here and there, and sometimes that wouldn't help, because other people on there, they seem to be having a perfect, nice life, and it's just like yours is not going good at the moment because of you having to get surgery. And God heals in different ways, whether you need surgery or not. Your healing can happen in a quickness, or it could take time, which mine took time. So I waited on God's perfect timing, and it all worked out. Before surgery and everything, I had multiple x-rays, and I don't have them to show right now. So when I go to my post-op, I will show those x-rays. Before surgery, I had to do a prep. So it was like 6 weeks before or something like that. I had to use a different type of soap, like pretty much no scent soap, or it had scent to it, but it was like a different type of soap that they use to prepare you before surgery. I had to use a nose ointment to put in and just wipe with a Q-tip for like 5 seconds or something. And I had mouthwash that I had to put in my mouth for like 10 seconds or something like that. I had to do those different precautions. I had a lot of pain before going into surgery, so this really helped. Like, the hip was collapsed, like I was limping, but I was still doing normal activity, but it was painful. That was last school semester. This is a new school semester, so I wanted to share my story and update you all, and pretty much myself, to just look back on this video, because it's really a blessing. it's something to be grateful for, honestly, because many people go through many different things in their life, and it's just a blessing to be able to walk and just share my story. So during the surgery, the day of, I prepared myself one last time with the mouthwash and everything, got dressed. We went to the hospital, and within the hospital, I pretty much was ready. Like, it was no nervousness. It was just like, it was go time. I didn't know what to expect afterwards, but I knew that this was it. Like, I'm about to be a brand new person after this. So during that time, I had to change into a nightgown. I had to wipe myself down with these cleansing wipes or something like that to get all the bacteria off, all the germs off your body. And then I had to pretty much get ready for an epidural to be put in my back. And that honestly was a weird experience, and it was kind of painful. It was just like, I was scared, honestly. Like, for that was a needle in your back. So I got that, and I couldn't feel anything from the waist down, so they numbed me up. And then I waited for the surgery. I waited, and then they gave me an epidural, and I don't know if they gave me some, I think they did give me something else. Yeah, they did, like a gassing mask or something to give me, to, drug me up or whatever. The people came in, they wrote me, it was like, hey, Krissy, you're ready for surgery. My doctor and everything came in and was like, hello, like, how you doing? You ready? Like, and then he asked me to like kick my leg up and wanted me to move my leg a little bit to see before we went into surgery. And they just asked me questions like, which side is it? It's the left side. And we just talked about that and the pain level, just little stuff before I went into surgery. And then we went into surgery. Well, not yet. We went into the room and they were preparing to cut me open. They were preparing with the tools. I seen this guy in the corner, like, and they had like all their like gear on with their blue, and they had face coverings, and this guy was in the back preparing these tools, and all I heard was so he was over there, and I was just laying down all drugged up, and I looked up and I just seen my x-ray on the side of on the TV that they had, the collapsed hip, and on the other side was the fixed hip. And I was looking at that, and then I was just looking around at everybody. It was a few women in there, but it was a lot of men. And so I was just looking around, and then like I was getting dozy, and then I was just looking over on the side laying down, and then all of a sudden I was asleep. I was done for. Like, after that it was a whole nother world. So they did the surgery. So my phone had cut off due to my storage space, but we're gonna keep this story. So after surgery, I was laying down in bed, then I woke up, and then I seen the nurse, and then I was like, like it kind of in pain and moving around a little bit, and it was hurting a little bit. I was in pain, so I needed some more pain medicine. Then I was in the hospital for like 5 days. I was in there a little longer than what I was supposed to be, but I was in there for like 3 to 4 days or something like that. Because the surgery is like, you get the surgery and then you stay in the hospital for a day and then you go home. But I was in there for a couple more days because I didn't feel comfortable going home. And yeah, so I was in there. I did physical therapy there for like 2 days, and they pretty much was working my leg and making sure I got up and making sure the leg didn't get stiff, pretty much the hip. So with the hip, it's weird because it's like I have a metal piece in my body. I mean, I can laugh about it now, but back then it was just like a disappointment. But thank God for like mechanical engineers, like the biomedical or something like that. I don't even remember, but I'm gonna keep this short and simple. So I stayed in the hospital for a little bit and I rested. I was tired. I felt drained. I felt like that. Like, I regretted it. I was in pain. So the day of, like, I had the epidural and stuff, but like that was starting to wear off. So like after the epidural, like I was in pain, like 10, like 1,000, like a million. Like the pain was so severe. Like after the epidural wore off, like I could feel everything. I had to get a strong pain med. It was the worst pain that I probably felt ever in my life. Oh, that was the worst. Like, and then I felt a burning sensation. I had stitches, so they stitched me. It took a while to heal. It's still healing to this day. Like, well, the stitches, I had those in for a couple of weeks, and then they started to, well, no, they had to pull them out. That was like hurting a little bit too when they pulled them out, but it was weird. So like I had those in for like 2 months or something. I don't even remember. Like everything happened so fast. Like everything took place in like a quick amount of time for me to get back to school, and now I'm back at school and everything's back to normal. But I still think about my hip all the time and how I got the surgery and how I'm walking on it and stuff like that. And I don't feel the same as when I was regular without the collapsed hip, but I'm still getting used to it. And the AC just got on. I'm still getting used to it, and I'm taking care of myself, just making sure I walk and just take it day by day with the stepping and, you know, like making sure I don't be too rough. I can't do a couple of things on campus that I want to do, but like join some dance teams, but that's okay. I do have to rest and heal up more and more. It did take a fast amount of time, especially because of how young I am, and I did go to physical therapy after, like going from the hospital and being on my own at home. I did have to go to physical therapy like 2 weeks or a week later or something like that. I don't really remember. It just happened so fast. But I went to physical therapy for a couple of days before I went and started back with school. Now I'm at school, I feel way better, like 10 out of 10. Will recommend the surgery. Reasons on why this surgery is good. I believe it's good because you don't have to go through a collapsed hip and having to, because my hip was a square at first, like it wasn't round anymore. Once it's collapsed, it's like you can't change it back to the round ball. So I had no choice but to get the surgery or be in pain, pretty much. There are other options, but they're not the best. It's not something that will last for a lifetime. And this surgery, they said it'll take up to when I'm in my 30s or something. I'll get it redone again, something like that. I'm not really worried about that right now, but I do have a scar on the side of my left hip, and it's not that big. It's not even on my leg. Like no one will be able to see it unless I wear a bathing suit. So I think that's good. I don't like the way it looks, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. And every time I feel in that area, it feels like I lost my feelings. Like I lost my touch in that area. Like it's a weird feeling in that area. Like it doesn't feel normal. I really recommend this surgery for someone that's looking to get it and who's struggling with the collapsed hip, especially if you're young. Because alright, so now I'm on my camera, and yeah, I'm gonna make this quick now, but pretty much I think I would really recommend for people that are looking into getting this surgery, because I feel like it will be really helpful and you won't have to go through any more pain, and the healing process is quick. I believe it's just better, like a better lifestyle ahead. It's just something that is going to take time when it comes to healing and just being mentally prepared for this. But there's a lot of people that has had this surgery before, especially elder people or people that's just older than me. I would highly recommend this. I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, that's the reason why someone should get it, is just to feel better and to not have to go through a bunch of pain every day like I did. If you go look at my last YouTube video, I did explain and talk about this as well. This is pretty much how God healed me from the hip, just by having a hip replacement. And yeah, pretty much He works in mysterious ways. And I was so worried that I wouldn't be able to go back to school. It would take time. You do have pros and cons to the surgery, of course, and stuff they're gonna tell you that you shouldn't do. Like, you have to put your shoe on a certain way, which I don't remember, but and it's precautions after the surgery. I couldn't cross my legs. I couldn't sit a certain way, so you have to just watch out for little stuff like that. Other than that, now I'm back to just crossing my legs and doing whatever at this point. Not whatever, but I'm still taking a break and resting from certain things. Still doing normal activity as I was. And this just really helped me not to feel any more pain and walk around limping, because I used to limp a lot and now I don't. So, and then after the surgery, you have to walk with a cane or a crutch. First, they start you off with a walker, and then you move on to a cane or a crutch, whatever one you're comfortable with, my physical therapist told me. And I was walking around mostly with the crutch for a little bit and then the cane, and then I got off of it, and everything just happened quickly. This is my miraculous healing, and it's really a blessing. I also want to thank my friends and family members that was a part of this journey. I told my friends, my close friends, about this. I love them so much because of the things they told me. Just, they will be praying for me and just being positive along this journey with me, and my family, of course. But the most important person is God. Like, I thank God for having these people in my life here for me and just allowing me to heal and become a good person after surgery, before and after, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really happy, and there's many more to come, and I can't wait for what God has for me in the future. I really wanted to share this miraculous healing and surgery journey. I'm glad you guys are a part of it, and this is just something to like document and look back on for myself, because I'm gonna be like, wow, sitting on the couch with my kids, like, I really used to make videos like this. Cringe, cringy, cringy, cringe. But I don't know, I think it's fun in a way, and it's like therapeutic for me. Some people might think it's cringy. I kind of do, because I'm just like, you know, it's September 13th at 2:05 a.m. I need to be in bed, and I have class tomorrow at 12, so 12:30, 12. But I think that's all that I have for this video. I don't have anything else to say, but I will include some Bible verses at the end of this video to show y'all that God is a healer and it's in His Word. And yeah, it just doesn't happen on your timing. It happens on God's timing, because I really had to think hard about doing this and being prepared for the surgery. I had to put everything into this, because getting surgery could be scary. And it was kind of scary for me, I'm not gonna lie. And now it's just like smooth, like everything just happened in a good amount of time, but in God's perfect timing, and it helped me. So yeah, a win is a win. So yeah, that's all I have to say. If you have any questions, leave it down below in the comments. I will make another video. I will post a video when I go to my post-op of me getting my x-ray of the new hip to see if it's good. So, which it is. I will be posting more videos, more talking videos, and more college videos, and more just relatable videos to people that can relate to a girl like me. You feel me? But that'll be all for this video. If you hear any ticking going on, it's this camera. Like, I need to get a new camera so bad. I need to replace this one and get a whole new one. I'm gonna sell this one, but it's like a ticking noise I don't like. That's in my videos. I don't like it at all. But stay tuned. I will be posting more about college life, the college life, and following God, and just talking videos. So stay tuned, and I hope to see y'all in another video. Thanks for watching.